JoJo has fun. All right, you got another one, Kim?
Okay.
You there? Oh gosh, she's dead.
Oh no.
The internet connection's
Kim?
so bad here tonight, and I don't know why.
I was gonna say, is Mike watching something or streaming something? Because you tell him to stop.
I don't think so.
Are they
don't
playing
think so.
football?
I'm gonna have to go.
They're probably
Playing
shaking the
football.
ground.
What?
Football. It's
What?
a big old football town.
Oh, right.
Yeah, everyone's.
Oh, yeah, we are in a football
all
town.
all the football's using up the internet right now.
Yeah, everybody knows that. It flies through the air. It distorts the signal.
Yeah, that's why you got to have the football
Oh.
be a particular sort of like shape. So like it's a spiral, it goes through the
Yeah,
internet.
it can kind of like evade.
I'm sorry,
you
I
know?
didn't pay attention to what this guy was throwing at me. So I'm gonna.
He was throwing things.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
no, I did
Okay.
bad. Okay, so welcome back,
Oh.
everybody.
That was really cute.
Oh, he's really
Yeah.
he's really
Hey, buddy.
entertained by that.
Whee! Can I kill him?
So like my understanding of the
Well, I'm
South, I thought everybody talks really, really slow.
Yeah,
Okay.
That is
yeah.
actually not true at all.
Wow.
Oh, I'm dead again.
Speed of speech has a lot to do with age and gender and
yeah, that makes sense.
age and gender and
I'm dead.
pigmentation.
Yeah,
I feel like
oh, I'm sorry.
the younger,
Yeah.
the younger, the whiter, and the more feminine you are, the faster you talk.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And everybody has a different accent, and I haven't been able to figure it out
Whoa.
yet. And but they all they can tell where they're from their accents.
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
I
And it
can't
must be
believe
like
there's,
with
like-
Massachusetts.
So
with,
what's your
like, you know,
favorite
from
accent so
Massachusetts.
far? Like you've got to hear some different people. Like what's a
There
good
was
one?
one guy. Sometimes I can't tell if somebody is from a foreign country or if they just are from like the deep South. Once I had a patient who I literally could not understand a single word he was saying, and I
Yeah.
had to make him spell what he was saying.
Wow.
Damn. What was he trying to say?
And what was it at the end?
That he got hit in the eye with a broomstick.
All right, I have more questions. How bad was his injury? Second,
Really bad.
What type of broom?
Yes. How big was the stick?
I had to keep it to the basics.
Okay.
But like I was under the impression because like I spent so long working in an office where the primary language that people were talking I didn't understand, but I was able to, work my way through eye
Yeah.
exams essentially by like miming.
Yeah.
And I thought that I was like, oh well, this will help me. No.
I'm sorry,
Really?
Kirby, are you saying that but prior to coming to where you are now, at your previous job, you were...
It's the second one. The
you-
second one.
No,
the
it's this
second
one.
Oh.
You're wrong, Kim. You're wrong.
Or
This guy's a little baseball and he's throwing balls, and I gotta see what it is. What's it gonna be this
That's
time?
adorable.
I think it's.
it's a sticky one.
ooh,
Oh, man, that was
I think it's
tricky.
this one.
I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
No. No.
This is sticky
really?
one.
What?
No, you were wrong.
I was wrong. Weird. So wait. So
Weird.
you're
That's
saying-
never happened before.
Yeah, I've never been
No,
wrong.
never.
How do I do this? What's going on? How do I go down?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Girl.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
there
you gotta
go.
keep
I
going
killed.
with them.
Run.
I killed my man. We.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
So
What-
Kim, you've been pretending to know what people are saying when operating them on them in the past. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, they're not saying anything when you're operating on them.
Yeah, they're saying, "Ow, ow, stop! That's wrong."
And I'm just like, you're doing great.
When you have a
No.
ball gag in their mouth, they don't say anything.
Where do you go to get your eyes? Where do you go to get your eye work done?
BDSM and I.
BDSM and I and you. Ow.
Yeah, I like
No,
that. Good
nobody-
job,
okay.
Danielle. Danielle, props. Props.
Props to Danielle. All right, what are some other Alabama facts, Kim? Aside from not knowing what anyone's saying.
My dad called me today and like asked me what I did this weekend, and I definitely know that I think he was trying to like get me to like complain or to talk shit about Alabama, and I was like, oh well, we have this 16-year-old that comes and babysits Pip on Fridays so we can go out with some friends, and then on the weekends we go on the river walk, and there's a fountain that Pip can play in, and so I think that he was really surprised that we weren't like
Miserable.
living in a swamp sewer.
Surrounded by alligators.
Which this isn't the dad. This is not Mike's dad. This is yours, right?
No, this is my biological father
Okay.
that generally when we talk is very negative about life.
So that's where you get it.
what? Kim is actually
No, I think I get it from
positive.
life.
Okay. So where's your opinion of life come from? Mostly life.
Yeah, life itself.
Mostly life.
It's,
Oh,
yeah.
now I'm a
Oh,
little
like
block.
no. Where does my negative? Oh, now you're a rock.
And I'm a rock.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
rock.
No.
Yeah. See, rock. Oh.
Ow.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, now I'm some
Acid
sort of...
rain. Acid
Oh,
rain.
God, what the heck? What's with
Oh,
this
no.
weird world? I hate it. I hate this game.
Do you remember acid
Whoa.
rain? That was like that was a real thing that we had to like
Yes.
be
Yeah.
concerned about.
I'm glad we solved that problem.
Well, it went away because we stopped using coal.
yeah.
But
Thank
now
God.
we're going back to that. So anticipate some acid rain, my friends.
Finally.
Yeah, it's
I
coming
get my
back.
jeans to get acid washed, finally.
Right? We're getting all this
That is
other
not-
90s stuff.
I-
Bring back acid
So wait,
rain.
so let's take a break. What is acid rain?
Hold on. I need some facts real quick. Some acid facts.
Yeah, like what happens when you get acid rain?
Okay.
Daniel, you know
here's-
this.
Yeah, here's how it works. The government stuffs
So-
a rocket
Yeah.
full of LSD,
Okay.
and they shoot it up into the sun,
Okay.
and it explodes.
Well,
And
the
it
sun's hot, so yeah,
trickles
that makes sense.
all down, and it
Ow.
makes you all woozy and chemtraily.
Cam, what
and
kind of
that's
accent
why
of
it's
Alabama is this? Is this in Alabama?
What region of Alabama was that?
Florida,
Daniel,
probably.
Yeah, accurate.
Meth head? I don't know.
No, acid rain is when it's the coal particulates get up into the air and they're dense and toxic, and so they clump up and they adhere to the water in the clouds, so that when it eventually rains, it's now essentially raining toxins.
Cool.
Yeah.
I liked it better when it was chemtrails, but okay.
Those looked cooler.
Those sound cool, man.
Yeah. I'm
Like
Kirby
rockets full of acid, so everyone gets a little high. Sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
the acid
Oh.
does. It gets you high. I love acid rain.
So I had a conversation today with a coworker who, by the way, is quitting, so I don't have to deal with her
Sweet.
for much longer.
Does she
but,
suck?
I don't want to say she sucks. We just have very different worldviews.
So she sucks.
So she sucks. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Her worldview is one that it blows, unlike yours.
Well,
which,
she's just. I mean, like the thing is, so like I'm like a super know-it-all, and when I encounter another know-it-all,
Oh,
no.
it makes it makes
Yeah.
me very unhappy.
Yeah, no.
But like today, we were talking about, like we had a patient that wanted me to like clean off the headrest, even though like nobody uses the headrest in the room.
Yeah.
And she was like, has this been cleaned recently?
Oh, God.
And I just looked at her and went, no.
I mean, you gave her a fact.
You
That's
did.
good.
Yeah.
You told
I was
her-
like,
you answered a
Well,
question.
you're not going to. And she's like, well, I don't wash my hair every day. So could
I'm
you
sorry.
wash it before I put my head on it?
I'm sorry, what?
And I
I'm
was just
sorry.
like-
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on.
Her logic has lost me.
Yeah. She doesn't
Yeah.
wash her
So
dirty ass
she's-
hair.
Yeah, she's a dirty birdie, and I have to watch that. So anyway, we were joking. I was talking to her about how like I was joking with my coworker, and like everything was going fine, and then I was like, yeah, like when I worked with somebody once who was upset because I didn't inform them that a patient was HIV positive before they went in and had a conversation with them.
Yeah, that's how you get it, though. I mean,
It is spread through
And-
word.
yeah.
But she was like, well, what if they were talking and then they spit and then it got in my eye?
Wow, dude, go back to the 80s because that's your level of knowledge.
What if
Oh my
they
God.
wipe their
But then-
butt with toilet paper and then I use that same toilet paper to wipe my butt?
Well, that would probably
But I was-
actually
but
that
then
could
my
do it.
coworker,
That might do it.
No, that couldn't do
It
it.
could. If you had an anal
it can't live.
fissure
No, it can't.
and they
it
had an
can't
anal
live
fissure-
outside the body.
Yeah, Danielle. Jeez, don't propagate negative.
All right, I'm
and-
sorry,
and-
I'm
But she
stupid.
was
Yeah.
like, well,
We'll
that's
go back
totally
to the
different.
90s.
Yeah, it can't. Yeah, it just it dies
Kim
like
Martell,
almost
HIV
instantly.
facts.
Yeah, I deal with a lot of patients. Anyway, but yeah, she was like, well, that's totally different. Like, of course you could get it like that. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It was like we were having like a nice conversation, and then I was like, no, you can't. And I was like, no, there's actually never been a reported case of HIV being contracted ocularly.
Right.
And she's like, just because it's never happened doesn't mean that it couldn't happen.
Just because people
I
can't
was
breathe
like-
in space doesn't mean I can't breathe in
Exactly.
space.
I've never tried, so I don't really
Yeah.
know.
This person
Yeah, I
sounds
was like,
dumb and
please
awful.
go ahead.
So this person
Thank
is
God, I
a
only have-
know-it-all, but they're completely wrong.
They're
and
like
stupid.
she's like a living
She-
clickbait article.
It's like
There's
the
this one weird way
Wow.
to get HIV.
Click to find out
Click to
how.
find out what to avoid.
It's like when
Yeah,
your grandma sends you an
everything.
email and there's a weird ad at the bottom, a weird clickbait
Yeah.
ad at the bottom of her email that's like, click here to learn how to age in reverse.
Yeah,
like-
just like a Benjamin
Yeah.
Button.
Turn into a Benjamin Button and then get AIDS.
Yeah.
Click here.
Did you know that my dad was a Benjamin Button? I'm half Benjamin Button. I don't know what that would
What
be
a
for
half
age.
Benjamin Button even look
I don't know. Someone who looks like me. They're just sort of like middling.
Yeah.
They never really get. It's somebody
God.
who like. It's somebody who looks very old as a baby. Looks about normal when they're 30, and then looks very old when they're old.
So that'll probably be me.
So you're Irish?
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
It's all the alcohol that's
Have
what's
you-
doing it.
No, seriously. Irish babies look like old men.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
like when you're like in the middle, you look like a teeny tiny child. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, you're so young." But
And they have
then
baby
when you're
faces when
30,
they're adults
Yep.
too. Sometimes.
Well, that's the thing.
Sometimes
It's the alcohol. It gives you those
Well, it
like
pickles
gin
you. It pickles
blossoms, and it makes you all red,
Let's
just like a baby's all red.
Perpetuate these stereotypes about Irish people.
I'm Irish. I can do it.
I can perpetuate the stereotypes against other people who
Oity
are a thing
doity
that I am.
doy. All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
some of my best friends are Irish people. So
So I can have opinions.
Some of my best bartenders are Irish. All right. Well, that.
God, you guys, this has been an episode of Kirby Dreamland 3.
Do you want to do another one, or are we done?
Nah, let's do one more.
Okay, we'll do one more. All right, one more of this
Because
game.
we're never playing this
that I'm
game.
Nope.
again.
yeah, I'm
We're
never
never
gonna play
gonna
this
see it
game
again.
again ever. Period.
No, not for the
Even-
rest of my life will I
Even
see
as a
this.
fun thing to do on my own.